Hello and welcome back to my channel. Since Seth Rollins' faction was formed, there have been different kinds of predictions made about it at different times. However, now for big predictions are being made for the Vision in the year 2025. This video is going to be very interesting, so first quickly hit the like button. Prediction number 4. According to this prediction, after Clash in Paris, the Seth Rollins vs CM Punk feud will continue in singles matches. Although this feud already began when CM Punk made his return, their encounters in different matches are the actual feud. It is certain that at Clash in Paris, Seth Rollins will somehow retain his championship, after which Jey Uso and LA Knight will step away from this story for some time. Since Jey Uso is a member of the Bloodline, he will somehow remain tied to this feud, but LA Knight will either turn heel and join the Vision or start a separate feud of his own. That will leave CM Punk, who will feud with Seth Rollins to reclaim his lost championship. It's possible that after Clash in Paris, CM Punk might take some time off and then return at Survivor Series 2025. The reason is big. After Clash in Paris comes Crown Jewel, and then Survivor Series. If CM Punk faces Seth Rollins at Crown Jewel, it's certain that Seth Rollins is not going to lose right now. So would WWE really want CM Punk to lose again and again? The answer is no, because if CM Punk loses at Crown Jewel 2, then technically this feud should end. But since WWE doesn't want to end it, the best way would be to give CM Punk a break after Clash in Paris, while Seth Rollins faces Jey Uso or LA Knight at Crown Jewel. Then at Survivor Series, Seth Rollins' faction enters the War Games match, and after Survivor Series, CM Punk's feud with Seth Rollins is restarted, continuing until the end of 2025. So the fourth bold prediction about Seth Rollins' faction is that the Seth Rollins vs CM Punk feud will last until the end of 2025, and we'll see multiple matches between them. Prediction number 3. According to this prediction, by the end of 2025, at least 2 more members will join the Vision. In fact, this could start right after Clash in Paris. Reports suggest LA Knight seems headed toward a possible heel turn. In last week's show, CM Punk interfered in LA Knight match, which hints that he's about to change his character soon. Maybe WWE even booked LA Knight vs Seth Rollins just to plant the seed of rivalry between CM Punk and LA Knight. Eventually, that seed will turn LA Knight heel. Now, imagine if LA Knight turns heel at the end of Clash in Paris. Who would benefit the most? Of course, Seth Rollins, because one enemy will be reduced, and at the same time CM Punk will gain another rival. If LA Knight joins Seth Rollins' faction and feuds with CM Punk, it gives WWE more time before booking Rollins vs Punk singles matches again. This way, we might see LA Knight vs CM Punk matches on weekly shows, while Punk still remains entangled with Rollins' faction, and WWE avoids overusing the same Punk vs Rollins clash. Later, after enough build-up, WWE can again give us a fresh CM Punk vs Seth Rollins championship match. And it's not just LA Knight. Gunther could also possibly join the faction. Remember, once Seth Rollins had invited Gunther to join his faction, but at that time Gunther refused. If Gunther isn't turning babyface anytime soon, the best way to involve him in a major storyline without a title is by putting him in the Vision. Upon returning, Gunther could declare that since CM Punk defeated him and took his championship, and then Seth Rollins cashed in on Punk to avenge him, he will now stand with Seth Rollins and the Vision. In any case, Seth Rollins will need to add more members, especially because Survivor Series War Games requires 5 wrestlers per team. Currently, Rollins has only 3, so at least 2 more members will be added soon. So according to prediction number 3, before the end of 2025, more wrestlers will join Seth Rollins' faction. Prediction number 2. According to this prediction, WWE may plan multiple matches between Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, with the ultimate goal of having them face off for the championship at WrestleMania 42. Before that, Roman Reigns will face various members of Seth Rollins' faction in singles matches. For example, rumors suggest that at Clash in Paris, Roman Reigns will face Big Bronson Reed. Sources also report that Roman Reigns' next match will be against Bron Breakker at Crown Jewel. After that, Survivor Series 2025 will feature a faction versus faction War Games match, with Seth Rollins' division against Roman Reigns' OG Bloodline. You might have noticed that on Friday Night SmackDown, the OG Bloodline reunited with 3 members, including newcomer Jacob Fatu, while on Monday Night Raw, Roman Reigns and Jey Uso reunited too. So by the end of 2025, the full OG Bloodline will be ready to face Seth Rollins' faction. If Seth Rollins' faction still doesn't have enough members by then, Solo Sikoa or someone from his faction may temporarily team up with Rollins' side to complete the 5-man team for War Games. This could tie into the ongoing storyline between Sami Zayn, Jimmy Uso, and Jacob Fatu on SmackDown. So according to prediction number 2, by the end of 2025, the OG Bloodline will have fully reunited to face Seth Rollins' faction, and the build-up for Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 42 will be in motion. Prediction number 1. According to this prediction, by the end of 2025 and even up to WrestleMania 42, Seth Rollins will remain undefeated. This means he will not lose his championship. Sources suggest WWE's plan is to have Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns for the championship at WrestleMania 42, so keeping Rollins as champion is essential. Additionally, by the end of 2025, seeds of conflict may be planted between Seth Rollins and Bron Breakker. Since Bron Breakker considers himself a leader, he will surely want to replace Rollins. WWE builds such factions to elevate future stars, so it's possible that Bron Breakker will eventually overthrow Seth Rollins as leader, just like Damian Priest did with Edge in Judgment Day, or how Solo Sikoa took over the Bloodline after Roman Reigns lost his championship at WrestleMania. Similarly, Bron Breakker might seize control of the Vision. So according to prediction number 1, by the end of 2025, Seth Rollins will stand as a strong, undefeated champion, but at the same time, the seeds of his empire's downfall at the hands of Bron Breakker will already have been planted. Viewers, what are your thoughts on this? Don't forget to comment below.